Guys, this episode 5 of Superman and Lois came to say that everything is still okay. Don't worry that the series is under control, because episode 4 was discouraging, but this one brought our hopes back, and there's a lot for us to talk about here today since the apocalypse. Where did the man go, huh? Where did the apocalypse go? Yeah, I know, I'll tell you here, huh? There's Lex Luthor. Will Lex Luthor also regret all this he's doing? We'll talk about it here today, huh? Let's talk a little bit about Jordan too, because there are some things changing here, and Lewis saved the day again. Hey, who would have thought? Come on then. After the vignette, we will follow all this here. It doesn't skip vignette, it doesn't skip, it takes work to do. Take advantage of this little time here to leave the like, that costs nothing. Bora, come on guys, let's get to the video. Say, my friends, how good to see you again. What joy I have to see you here again. Let's start here because there are a lot of things for us to talk about here in the series today. There are a lot of things. I love this episode. It was very top. Oh, I saw the previous one here, episode 4, and oh, it was discouraging. I was afraid of what would come in this episode 5, but he came to talk. Calm down, stay calm. That everything is under control. Is Toddy did well in this episode here. Enjoy it like hell. And many references, many important points for us to talk about here today. Oh, first episode, grade 10. Second episode, grade 9. Third, 19 and a half there, right? Almost 10 had some points. Fourth episode. To be nice, a grade 5. This episode here, the 5th episode, a grade 8. There you go. It was good. It was good. There's a lot for us to talk about here now. And leave your like too, please, guys. Really, leave the like. Don't forget. Oh, I'll leave it for later. Don't leave it for later. You'll forget. Go there and measure your finger on the like now, because you're going to really help me like this. Beauty, I'll help you. You help me. We're together. It's us, partner. It's really us, partner. I wanted to thank you very much. Now, let's continue with this video here. Let's talk a little bit about Jordan, shall we? Jordan is in that doubt. Whether or not he's Superboy, that's the question. But, guys, this is getting boring. Tell the truth, Jordan. Look, I defended Jordan at some points here during the show, especially back in the first season, right? Remember he had that little problem, that little difficulty of his, huh? And the family was going through a tough time. But he's been through a lot. Now he's an older guy. He's moved on to what he had to go through, right? He's 16, almost 17 years old. He learned a lot. He saw his family suffer. You know, because of all this, that the family is suffering and gets this business. Oh, I don't know if I want to be this Superman, superhero stuff, right? Not Superboy. I don't think it's for me. I'm from Buenos. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to take a vacation. No, that's fine. But now, Jordan, it's not the time for you to talk like that, is it? Now it's time for you to say, oh, let's go up, let's train, and let's do whatever. He's got Superman powers, isn't he? It's not just any little thing, is it? And even more. For all that the mother went through in the series, in the last season, for all that the family is going through now, this is certainly not the time. The guy was thirsty there for being Superman or being Superboy, having the powers, taking on the powers, for his father to let him have that responsibility. And now that he's got the responsa in his hand, he's running. No, there's no way, Jordan. Then I can't defend you, man. Then I can't, brother. Although now that you've left, like, let's talk a little, right? Let's talk a little bit about Jordan, this question of being or not being Superboy. Is it for me? Will I be able to handle it? Will I do that now that my little brother is already there? So I won't show up so much anymore, guys. It's a complicated business, right? I defended Jordan a lot here. I won't deny it, especially in the first season when he was suffering all that pressure there. He had a little problem. I had that depression of his with that lot of things. The family was going through a very difficult moment of change too. So there you can understand there was that moment of absence of the father too, that whole thing, that as much as the guy, Clark, wanted to be present, he wasn't there as much as he needed. So there you could understand a little. He was younger and so on. Not here anymore, guys. Here he's already about 16 to 17 years old. He's already been through a lot. He already understands a lot of things. Have you ever seen the family go through a lot of difficult things? The guy's dad just died and came back. That's not normal. So they're going through a moment that's for the guy to understand and say, oh, I know what's happening, right? I don't know if that's what I want for my life, but now it will be. Now I'm going to do my best, and now it's going to be what I want out of my life, at least for now. After we end this storm, then I'm going to see if I want to be a veterinarian, if I want to be a dentist. What am I going to do with my life? Go now. Now, my friend, this is not the time to want a vacation. No. Oh, this hero thing. I don't know if it's for me. Okay, maybe it's not, but now it has to be. Okay, everybody turned around there. Lois went to face the apocalypse, and now you're going to wonder if it's for me, if it's not for me. Okay, you did a lot of shit. You're still doing it, but so what, bro? So what? Go upstairs. Jon just got his powers, and Bravo's there. He's already teaching you, man. It's not like that. Is that right? Of course, if we analyze here, there are two different times, two totally different moments of life. Jon is one guy, Jordan is another, who, even though he is a twin brother, and I don't know how many, are two totally different. And Jon was always responsive. Jordan was that guy who does everything by impulse, emotion, and then beauty, right? Jordan gained his powers in a calmer way. Everything was calmer there. Everything was little by little, and Superman was there to teach. Clark was there to teach, talk, look like this. Wolverine was there to teach, and man, he was at a time when, as much as he had the villains there, had a little challenge or another, it was nothing compared to now. Well, so he was more in that, I need to be popular. Oh, I need to impress Sarah. I need to do this. I need to do that. He wasn't in this business. Oh, I need to save my family. I need to save my father, my mother, save the world from the apocalypse. So that's two moments. Totally different for sure. The biggest pressure now is on Jon and increasing, right? And the business is fast. He doesn't have that time to learn. It's all at the same time there, man. So it is. It's a bit complicated to analyze this here, but Jordan is stepping on the ball a lot. He's starting to get boring, right? This mother has already started, right? Dwarf, it's not cool. It's okay. We know he's going to come back. There's no way he's going to say, no, I'm not going to be the go anymore. I'm going to abandon my hero side, and that's it. No, there's no way. This here, guys, this here is impossible to happen. We know that he will leave at an hour or so, and it has to be soon, right? Because we're already halfway through the season here. The series will end in 5 episodes, so he'll have to talk like this again. Oh no, now I've decided, I'm ready, and now it's for real. Now the animal is really going to catch it. So in an hour or so, this will happen here. About the uniform he gave his brother over there, huh? This one, forget it, guys. This one, they won't even use that one there. That's for me, that's for me. I think they'll come up with something soon, right? Because you can't fight with that either, right? That's not scary to any villain. They'll come back here with a more serious business, with a cuter little uniform, right? So this uniform thing was just a play. It was a role that came to you just to show the importance it has to Jordan too. Beauty. So it looks like now the two brothers are getting along, huh? From when the season started until now, it's one of the best times they're having. Oh, Jordan, as much as he's doing this here, he's got a little more head. Do you understand the situation? He is. Jon is going through what he went through with Sarah. So he's there trying to patch it up there, fix it up there. Of course, he's not the guy for this here, is he? We know that it's not every excuse he gives to whoever he says it, but he's doing what he can there. He's making an effort, and we're seeing another side of him, finally, right? No matter how slow he is, he's growing up, he's improving like this. So for the next episodes, we can wait for him to take a stance that we expect him to take, right? Big people. And the light, guys, the light always getting ready, right? Lois being Lois. That's why I say that this Louis from here in the series, this is the real Louis, the only live actions Louis that represents the Louis there in the comics. And she's going to look for Elizabeth back in England, right? And she ends up finding it, and she's pregnant. And Elizabeth's first question when she sees Louis, what's up? Where's General Lemmy? Where is he? This here was a bit strange, right? But then we talk about it here. This here doesn't matter at all either. It was just to have that weight. Your father killed General Lemmy because it was indirectly, right? So they go there, have that conversation, right? Louis kind of takes the blame for the mistakes of arresting her father. She goes there and says, oh, so we went there, you know, right? We arrested your father. And that business, only that I made a mistake. I made a mistake. It wasn't your father's fault. Oh, forgive me, please. But Elizabeth, she already has another thought. She is much further ahead. She is much more mature. And even her father, right? She says, oh, no, you don't need to, right? With this talk for me, there is no need. I know who my father is. I know my father. You can be sure that I know my father. And, oh, if he's not guilty of what he did here, he's guilty of several other things back there. So paying, he has to pay, okay? That's it, Lois. You see, it's not like that either, is it? The thing is, it's different, right? Oh, it's your father, because she's in that one, right? She's trying to defend. Here's Louis trying to defend her family, trying to right the wrong, to help her family. And on the other side is Elizabeth, who is also worried about her. And now her family, huh? Because she's pregnant, right? She's pregnant. So she thinks on her side, and Louis thinking about fixing everything she did in the past, and she goes there, talks like this. Oh, go there, it's your father, talk to him. Nobody did it, you will. He only talks about you. He only talks about the time he wasted with you. So you're our hope, bro. Go there, talk to your father, that sometimes you can touch his heart, right? The way Bizarre Apocalypse touched Superman's. Maybe not this one, right? But maybe you can soften his heart because he really loves you. This one I'm sure of. Then she stays in that one, right? Is it? It implies that she won't. It implies that this isn't going to work and all. Then the scene cuts to another part. But later on we saw that Lex discovered here with his shadow. And Louis went there to look for Elizabeth. She managed to get in touch with Elizabeth. Knowing this here, Lex already goes with everything there to the newspaper because he knows that Louise lives in that newspaper, and goes there and says like, oh, I know here about your meeting with my daughter, huh? Come on, spit it out. Where is she? But what he didn't expect was that she would come down the stairs at that very moment. And with that big belly he never imagined or dreamed she would be. It's after so long, isn't it? Over 17 years old, he finds his daughter, sees his daughter for the first time, and becomes pregnant. Oh, guys, Lex's face is definitely someone who was left without any reaction. It's the same face that you and I had, and they had this moment, right? This moment, father and son, at least Lex goes there and tries, right? Say it like that, little girl. Here's the deal. I wanted to see if you'd give me permission to be yours, to try to be your dad again. But right now I'm going to do it the right way. Now I want to make up for the time I lost in jail. And he still tries to play that one, right? Superman arrested Lois. They made me go through this here. Help me. I can't go back in time, but let's try to fix it here. Now we're going to be a normal, happy family. But I told you, this girl here. Bro, this one is slight. This one is Lex's daughter. But she took the good side of Lex. Oh, the bad side, nothing stayed with her. Then she goes there and talks like this. Oh, you know it's not like that, right? Don't you come now and say like that, oh, Dad, let's go for a walk in the park, have an ice cream. Business is not like that. I have other worries, another head now, right? I really need to know what you want. Then she sees that Lex hasn't changed. He hasn't changed. Superman is believing Clark, right? Clark's there looking out the window, right? It's just Clark peeking out the newspaper window. Hey Lois, I think it's working out, huh? Oh, sounds like they're talking there. Oh, now the business moves forward. Then there's that conversation, Clark. Oh, it went bad, she's leaving. I'm going to have to go there and solve Louise again. No, he won't. He'll call the apocalypse. Don't leave here. Then he won't relax. He'll call nothing. I'll go there. I'll talk. I'll solve this here. Then Clark Kent goes there and goes, right? You're going to talk to her about Clark's experiences, what Clark's been through, the moments he had with his father, and how he wanted it. Have to have that chance yet. He goes there and says, oh, my father died. My father died a while ago. Business wasn't good, right? You still have to be the father here. You have time to forgive him. It's Lex. Lex is no good, no good. Lex is bad. It's bad. Lex is the heart. A stone has it. But he's your father and you can change that. Then she goes there and says to Clark, oh, so you think it's my obligation to change my father because the girl is difficult too. Guys, oh, her. She's smart. She's smart. She didn't inherit anything bad from Lex, but the faggot is rude too. She will talk. So here is my obligation, is to change Lex Luthor. Do you think this is possible here? Oh, Clark. Oh, you're not seeing that right there. There's no way. No, he's going there. No, it's not like that. It's just that so you don't regret later. Go there, talk to him, talk. Oh, I tried, it's me. I'll give my best. Let's try. Then let's see what you really want. Then she talks like this. Okay, come on, if I go there, you let him talk, I go there, then she goes there and talks. She goes there and talks to him, talks like this. What's up, Lex? What's it like? So what are you feeling here? Tell me how you're in there. That's it, you want to change? Have you really changed? So tell me if you've changed. What are you doing here in Smallville? Bugging the hot guys there because you're saying that you've changed. That is, you're going to be the good guy now, right? Isn't that the guy you're doing here anymore? Do you want to make up for the time you lost with me? What are you doing, Smallville? Leave the hot ones alone. Then he says like this, no, it's not like that. Everything has a price. They did it, they're going to pay, right? That's not the deal, is it? Oh, let's not hold hands now. It's not with me, is it? I'm Lex Luthor. I can't just give you that slouch. Then she says, okay, calm down. Let's do it like this. So you choose her, she sends this one, or revenge, or me and your grandson, you choose. Guys, of course, Lex chooses the dark side of the Force, of course. Did you have any doubts about this here? I didn't, it's Lex, I was still in it. Does he want what with this girl here? Is it really love? Or does he need a new kidney? Anything like that? I don't know why he's wanting it so badly, she's weird. But then she gives this ultimatum and then it went bad, right? He chose revenge, he wants revenge, and there's no way. She turns her back on him and says, I knew it. It was just to tell the park then, oh, I tried there, I said it was you who didn't believe it, and she leaves and he gets that moment angry with him. But there, guys, there. I give the series a point on this part here. They managed to make Lex worse than he is. They got it because it was what? The fault here, the fault lay with Lois and Superman Clark, who arrested Lex unjustly. Imagine you end the series like this, talk like this. Okay, beauty, I said it myself here before. He has motivation to do all this here. Lex has the motivation to do all the evil he's doing here. He spoke in the previous episodes, third, if I'm not mistaken. He spoke to the boys in the second. Everything that is to come here has justification and is really hitting. I'm not saying Lex has to go out killing everyone in Superman, everyone too, but it had justification. It had until this moment here. Then we discovered this episode. Then everything changed in this episode, and everything changed, guys. This one was an incredible twist. That's why I love this series here. They went there first. They proved the series. They proved that the morning itself, they said, right, that it's not everyone's fault. Hello, Slime, to have thrown him there, because one way or another, Elizabeth's mother was already separating the two here, so one way or another, Lex would no longer have contact with his daughter. So that was Lex's own choice. Lex's own, right? No. We plant what we reap? No. We reap what we plant, so why? Because of Lex, Louis had nothing to do with it anymore, alright? Still, Lois went there, picked up the girl, Clark went there, talked to Lex, talked to the girl, talked to Lex again. So what? It worked. It didn't work again. It was Lex's choice to do all this here that he's doing. So the series here has already freed the hot side, right? And it brought even more evil to the villain who was already evil, because he had the option to choose everything he wanted and chose not only for his whims there. So we're seeing how the cat is really angry. Every day I'm more afraid of that Lex, bro. Every day he gets more fearsome. He's the best Lex I've ever seen in the whole. I've never seen a Lex like this. There's no way. And making it clear here, guys, Elizabeth, she said that she still loves her father despite everything, okay? She doesn't hate her father. It's not like that either. And now let's talk about Clark, Lois's plans for the future. That's when Lois discusses the options here, right? From now on, Louis wants Clark to hide in the Fortress of Solitude, that's right, to hide there to ensure his safety. But Clark, he's determined to protect Lois. So here, look how cute, one trying to protect the other. And they also talk about a possible arrest of Lex, formatting Superman and the General in an indirect way, right? But here. At the same time, they already say that, of course, this here is an impossible dream, because how are you going to prove that it was Lex who ordered it, who did it? The Beast there did all that she did, right? The apocalypse, how are you going to talk? It's not Lex who's controlling it, it's why everything is Lex, right? So it's something that Lana herself has already said, this is a bit complicated to prove, right? Even though the guy got out of prison, has all that delicate history, this here is not an easy thing. So this possibility here is already annulled. It can't be very difficult for this to happen, at least for now. Hey guys, I already talked about a previous episode here, in a previous video. It's pretty hard for Lex to get out of this season alive than ours, but do you think Superman is going to kill Lex? That too. Obviously that can't happen here. To me, it's not going to kill Lex in any way. That's not going to happen here, guys, because that would change everything we know about Superman, and the series is not going to take risks that way, as much as the series has changed a lot. Superman kill? Oh no, that's not what the series will do. Oh, but he tried to kill the Bizarre. He killed the Bizarre. That's different, guys. He didn't kill the Bizarre, and he didn't do that to kill the Bizarre. He was in the middle of a fight, of course. Superman was defending his side. People there, everyone, the citizens there, they were in danger. The risk of life, and Superman was doing his best to try. We figure it out here, and accidentally we saw the building, ended up entering it there, but this here is another story. Beauty, it has nothing to do with Superman there and killing Lex, but yes, Lex is going to have to die somehow, because man, it's going to be the only way for them to leave Superman alone here. I don't believe it either. Very difficult. Lex, huh? It could happen to him too, right? Think about his daughter, his grandson, and end it, right? Softening his heart. A series, you've done this here several times, right? Several sips and such. The apocalypse just happened there, but I think it's difficult, and I don't know if it would be a very creative solution, right? Everybody's had this happen here. Oh no, in the end he gets good. No, it's not cool for this to happen either. All the time. And I don't think the series is going to do that here either, okay? But still continuing in this very interesting dialogue between Louise and Clark, we saw Clark Kent there saying, oh, the business is to do what? Talk their colleagues, right? I want to have this conversation with Lex. I want to go there and tell him about everything that's going on. That was that moment. And Clark went there, and Lex was coming to Smallville. And Clark went there as Superman, right? And Lex there all crazy, listening to news about the possible return of Superman in his car, when Superman pops out of nowhere in front of his car, and they have that very interesting dialogue that I was really keen to see. I knew it was going to happen this season. right? What is the conversation between Lex and Superman without a mask, right? A filter, one knowing who the other is and without hiding the game. And the Supreme Court was there. Oh, I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. I shouldn't have done this. You shouldn't have gone to jail. I screwed up 17 years of your life. Sorry, it won't happen again. Leave my family alone. So Lex went there. Oh, was it you who put family in the middle first? Now everything goes, my friend. Now there is no longer this business of leaving alone. Now it's war there. There Lex showed, right, that he wasn't kidding. There's no going back, and it's going to be that. So Clark's hunch, at least for now, to talk to Lex, it definitely didn't work out. And Louis said, oh, that's not going to work out. Are you crazy? Talking to Lex never worked, because now it's going to work. No, there's no condition for a deal like that to happen, but then it's already in Louis's head, right? And she thinks that talking to Lex doesn't work, but talking to Apocalypse, then yes, it can happen. It doesn't work because Lex is the Bravo Corazon de Pedra, but Apocalypse, who knows not, right? And she had done this before, she knows, right? The bizarre, she knows, is victory, and it could certainly work. But it's very risky, right? Except this is Louis, my friend. Guys, and to finish the dialogue between the two, in which at that moment Louis has that idea, oh, and the mother-in-law is there, right? And Lara, can she fix it? Can she help you in any way? Give us a light, at least tell us what to do. There are a lot of people who talk like that. Oh, but she can't do anything. Oh, but there's nothing to do there in the Fortress of Solitude. She's just an AI. Actually, she is and isn't, folks. It's a kind of artificial intelligence, only it's an ultra-modern artificial intelligence of the future. And besides, here she gets access to some other Kryptonian technology that Clark might not get either. So she has this power here in quotation marks. So she can try to do something, but at this moment she doesn't. She goes there and he gives Clark a Kryptonian virtual reality goggles so they can try to find some way to beat the apocalypse. She's still in this business of trying to beat the apocalypse, right? Unlike Martha, as Clark himself said, oh, if she were my mother, what would she say? So I can go to the heart, not in the way that the Bizarro. It was in him, but for me to try in some way, right? Talk to him, soften his heart, try to know what he wants, what he's doing, where he's going, where he came from. This here, huh? What will the light do next? So we see that at that moment, none of the Capitonian technology worked here. It was just 4, right? Like I said, the series is doing this several times, right? He's trying to eliminate any possibility of theories of us talking like this. Oh, but why didn't he go there and throw Superman into the sun when Superman was there without his heart? Oh, but why is that here? So the series, it's taking all this care to explain all this here again. And this here, I find very interesting, so as not to get those loose ends, right? So as not to get that business, oh, but the series made a mistake here, but the series made a mistake there. They're taking it all. All this care here, and it's being really cool here too. For example, now I heard some rumors that Lex would be returning to Petropolis, which could be that he would be calmer there. He would rethink all this here and come back better. But now he won't stay. He won't stay in this back and forth, guys. He just went to Metropolis. Understand this part here. What did he just go there for? Because of the script. Because if Lex were here in Smallville, that clown Kyle thing wouldn't have happened. Having this role, marrying that stranger over there and coming here to throw that whole party. You wouldn't have this episode of what? Because if you want to have a wedding party at the Hot Ranch with Lex here, don't. This here happened for Lex to discover Superman from afar and all, and they came up with this whole thing here, okay? So that's it. Stay with Lex here. Lex will stay here. Now the problem will be here. We probably won't have Apocalypse anymore against your shit, probably. And it's gonna be Lex with some other villain there, right? More, who knows, scarier than the Apocalypse, if that's even possible. But continuing here, because we still have a lot. If you haven't already left the like, please go there and leave the like, which is extremely important. here for the channel. Your channel is your like. Without the channel, it's nothing, guys. There's nothing here. Without you, you're the most important piece of this channel. Without you, this channel doesn't exist. Nothing here exists. It's all here for you. So go there, leave the like, please. Thanks, guys. And we had a conversation here with Denise too. I almost don't forget Denise. But why is this conversation important, guys? She already knows about Superman's identity. And knowing her, of course, also implies knowing the identity of Jordan and Jon. So, bro, like, a lot of people know their identity here. Soon there will be this Malvino. It's not a gigantic city. It's a little business like that. Soon everything will be. Everyone knowing, and if Lex already knows, my friend, then for him to go there and say, oh, I know who he is, because you know how much this information is not worth here. Not talking about Lex, but anyone who has this information here, this here is a very valuable business. Knowing who Superman is will not be just between Denise, just between Chucky, just between a lot of people already know. I don't know who said you still don't know? The business is pretty strange, right? The guy's girlfriend doesn't know he has powers, and the whole city already knows that. There's no way, right, guys? Come on, what can happen from here on out? And now, well, now there's the bizarre there, right? There is the apocalypse that is ending everything. In fact, there is Lex, there is this, there is that. There is a lot of worries to deal with this business of who is who. But when this is over here, everything will be fine, and then there will be no more. Masks. The Kent family will reveal themselves saying, oh, I'm Superboy, I'm Superman, and it's over. We go upstairs and I don't know what. It's kind of complicated, isn't it? Because it involves a lot, right? It involves a lot. What are you going to do? Call Dr. Strange here to do what he did back there in iHome and wipe out everyone's memory? That's how the series will deal with it here. I'm curious to know that part here, huh, guys? So, oh, I'm already finishing here just a few more things, commenting a few more things here with you. Interesting episode. We had this Jordan here trying to be the comic relief. At least the episode, right? In some moments until it worked out, because he is in charge of what now only take care of Jon's disguise of Superboy to protect his brother's disguise. And it's going pretty bad, at least until the party. I don't know what he said to her after she arrived there and even kissed the guy. She's bipolar too, right? Always was. But here it was very strange, this situation here. So Jordan is there. Oh, he's busy with this business here. He's doing this here. He's doing this here. But he never had a knack for this apology thing, did he? And then when she's there with Jon, right, in that most intimate moment, not so much, right? Because Jordan is also there, but they're there talking in the kitchen. Then it comes to Louis. Hey, I need you now, Jon. Let's go to that business there, you know. Then Jon already, it's for that business, right, Mom? Yes, we will. Hey, Jordan, Uber, come on. Take care of my little girlfriend here. Huh? Then she talks like this. But Jon, what are you going out for again? It's that thing at the shelter, I don't know what. Then Louise gets this one in. Oh, wait, the mosquito got in. Oh, talk to Jordan. Jordan knows everything. Ken talks to him and he explains it to you. Bro still throws the bomb at Jordan. That part here was pretty funny. I liked it, but let's keep going, right? What is that little business? Oh, it's a special deal. One of the two. But not as special as the conversation Louis wants to have with Apocalypse. She thinks, right, if Superman, Clark, could make the conversation with Lex, because I'm not going to make it with Apocalypse. If he made it with Lex, Apocalypse is good, guys. Lex is the Apocalypse. He's just Lex's puppy. So let's talk to Lex's puppy. Then she goes there and has the brilliant idea, or doesn't she, from using that Superman summoning device to summon the Apocalypse. And she goes, and who shows up when she squeezes Jon? Just Jon, a red Rosan ball, not even to be Superman. But also, if Superman appeared there, then things would get ugly, right? Because this was supposed to be for Superman, not Jon. But Jon heard everything fine. And he went there at the same time to save his mommy. When he gets there, he says, Mom, no, wait a minute. you're not doing it, you're not doing what I think you're doing. You say no, but she is. And then it looks like the angry cat there, Apocalypse right in front of them. The business, you saw Diox breathing, right? And then he shows up there and it seems like he wants to talk, right? He goes there, doesn't do anything, then stares at her face. What do you mean, mother? Your father. So what are you going to do? Then she says, oh, I understand you. I know that you're here, feeling your family here, man. You lost your family, you need it, right? You had a family. I understand you. You had a family. You had all that. You loved your wife there. It's this and that. And she goes into the guy's mind. She goes deep down and she gets it with the look of that beast there. He's thinking about everything she said. Oh, cute. Then he goes back there, right, to the subway. Right there was Ganinja. Apocalypse takes all his things and leaves there. That's when Lex saw that he should have accepted his daughter's proposal there. Then Lex says, bro, now she's gone. Apocalypse is gone. What do I have left, and where does the Apocalypse go? Apocalypse was, he leaked, guys, he leaked. Maybe, that's it, right? Hide in a forest because he needs to eat an animal that size. They're hungry. Oh, so he needs to eat. Maybe eat a bear there, another one here, a lasagna there. Something like that needs to feed, right? Where he went is a mystery for now, but I still think he's coming back to fight Superman. After everything that's happened, I don't think so. I believe that this part has already been overcome in the series, so we should at one point or another have another villain in the series to give Lex a boost, right? Because Lex too, even though he's the big one there, the big one, he's got the armor there now and all, but only Lex still doesn't even have a way, right? Beat the Hot family now, huh? The Incredible family doesn't work there. There's gonna have to be someone else, and possibly some Bravo, huh? Someone angry, much more angry than the Apocalypse. And maybe the Apocalypse won't join the Kent family here to fight Alex. It could happen. He felt used there. Says, oh Alex, now the business is against you, brother. Now the parade has become serious. It can happen too, you'll know. There are some other theories there, but I'm not going to use this video for theories because we still have almost 6 days to talk about theories. There is a lot for us to talk about. Just to comment here about Jimmy Honson's, you saw there that his little gun is Adiant, right? It was quoted here then. The news we have is that he will appear. Let's wait there in the next episodes. There's still another character that I'm looking forward to appearing here, which I know you are too, but we'll talk about it in the next video. Guys, stay with God, bye-bye, and until next time. Thank you very much for following up here. Comment here if you follow 1-3 at the moment. Comment here for me, I followed. Please, thank you. Said goodbye.